Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Hello students, how are you? Nice to meet you. In this first meeting, our topic is advice and offer. You know advice? Would you like to give example? Okay. And offer? Give example please. Okay. In this time, you have three objectives in learning English. The first is students are able to identify the characteristics of advice and offer, and you will get some sentences or some dialogues, and then you try to identify which one is advice and which one is offer. Is it clear? Okay, right. And the second objective, learning objective is tujuan pembelajaran, ya. Yang pertama tadi, Anda akan dapat mengidentifikasi karakteristik advice and offer. The second is students are able to identify the social function, structure, and language feature of advice and offer. Di sini Anda akan diminta nanti memiliki kemampuan dalam menentukan fungsi sosial dari advice and offer, kemudian struktur teks, dan juga unsur kebahasaannya. And the last one is students are able to use proper modal, should, can. You know, modal, for example, should and can. And now, you will get some dialogues, ya. Dialogue ini, and in this dialogue, try to identify which one is advice and which one is offer. Di dalam kalimat-kalimat ini atau dialog ini, Anda diminta untuk menggarisbawahi atau menentukan yang mana advice dan mana yang offer. Oke? Iya. Now, try to follow me, reading the dialogue. Repeat after me. Laila, thanks for meeting with me during your lunch hour. I appreciate it. Monica, no problem. I'm happy to help. What's going on? Laila, oh, the usual. Should I take this new job? Or do I stick with my current one? Monica, well, I think it's time for a change, don't you? They pay you late and you are happy. Laila, do you really think so? Monica, I know so. And I have been listening to you complain for over a year now. Trust me. Right, now repeat again please. Okay, good. Then try to study the next dialogue. Read in your heart please, or read silently. Baca dalam hati, ya. And try to understand the content of dialogue. Okay. What do you know about the bold letter? For example, what do you advise me to do? Is it offer or giving advice? Okay. Asking, advice. What do you advise me to do? Okay, good. And then, I think you should try this website. What kind is it? Is it giving advice, asking advice, or asking offer? I think you should try this website. Is it offer? No. This is, I think you should try. Yeah. This is suggestion. Okay, now try to see. I have heard about it, but what do you think I should start with? What is it? What do you think I should start with? This is asking about advice. Teacher, you'd better start with the lessons. You'd better start with the lesson. Is it asking an offer or asking an advice? This is advice. Okay. Now, things to remember about asking for and giving advice. Yeah. In giving advice, we need some modals. You know modals? Can you give example modals? Okay, modals. For example, can, is, should, would. Once again, can, would, should. And there is another, ought to. Ought to, yeah? You know ought to? Ought to. Yeah, what is ought to? And now, see the example. Yeah. Okay. Modals that I taught you before. For example, number one, advice. Advice is a verb. Ya, ini verb. Verb is kata kerja ya. For example, I advise you to learn English. You will undoubtedly need it in your higher students. Once again, I advise you to learn English. You will undoubtedly need it in your higher studies. Number two, advice is a noun. So, advice can be as a verb and can be as a noun. Advice itu bisa sebagai kata kerja dan juga bisa sebagai kata benda. Kalau dia sebagai kata kerja itu S ya, advice pakai S. Kalau dia sebagai kata benda, advice-nya pakai C. Example, my father gave me this piece of advice when I was young. Never give up. Ayah saya memberikan saya secercah ataupun sepenggal nasihat ketika saya masih kecil. Jangan menyerah. Itu sebagai kata benda, advice-nya. And now, ought to. Ought to ini apa ought to nih? Ought to the same with something that you should do. Ya. Something atau disebut dengan keharusan. Ought to. Do you think ought to have the same meaning with should? Samakah arti ought to dengan should? Ya. Hampir sama, tetapi berbeda. Ya. Now try to see. Example, you ought to stop smoking. You should stop smoking. Apa perbedaannya ini? You ought to stop smoking. Yang mana modalsnya? You out to, atau stop, atau smoking. Modalnya adalah out to. Camphor, coba bandingkan. You should stop smoking. Apa perbedaannya? Kalau you ought to stop smoking, itu keharusan bahwa Anda harus berhenti merokok. Tidak kata lain, mungkin karena Anda sudah nampak sakit, maka Anda ought to stop smoking. Tapi kalau you should stop smoking, ini semacam saran, ya, yang harus dilakukan, tetapi tidak seperti sekeras ought to. Nah, kata ought to dengan should disebut dengan modal yang sama-sama bisa kita gunakan dalam asking or giving advice or offer, dalam menanyakan atau meminta suatu nasihat serta menawarkan sesuatu. Kemudian ada lagi you'd better. Apa you'd better nih? You'd better dari mana nih? You had better. You had better. Anda seharusnya lebih baik, ya. You had better see a doctor. Anda sebaiknya datang atau menemui dokter. Ini adalah offer or advice. Over? No, ya. But this is advice, nasihat. Dalam praktek sehari-harian, ya, we may also use ought to, ya, instead of should. Jadi dalam praktek sehari-harinya kita lebih biasanya menggunakan kata ought to daripada should, karena kata ought to itu lebih kuat ataupun lebih menekan bila dibandingkan dengan should. Jadi kalau kita minta nasihat atau bernasihat, it is better for you to use ought to. For example, we should leave tomorrow morning. We should leave tomorrow morning. Artinya kita seharusnya sudah berangkat pagi besok. Nah, ini pernyataan biasa, casual statement. Berarti kamu harus pergi. Kamu seharusnya pergi besok. Berarti masih ada toleransi. Tetapi ketika dikatakan we ought to leave tomorrow morning, ini harus besok pagi harus pergi. Jadi tekanannya lebih kuat daripada we should leave tomorrow morning. Kalau we ought to leave tomorrow morning, berarti tidak ada lagi toleransi, kita harus berangkat. Okay. Now try to compare. Coba bandingkan. We ought to sort out this problem at once. Kemudian kalimat lain, we should sort out this problem at once. Let me repeat again. We should sort out this problem at once. Artinya apa ini? Kita seharusnya memilah, ya, masalah-masalah sekaligus. Nah, yang ada ought to-nya berarti itu tidak bisa ditawarkan lagi, harus dilakukan. Sedangkan ada should masih bisa toleransi. Okay, I think that's all for the explanation of advice and ought to. Any question, please? Okay. If no, try to read or try to discuss the next examples. Okay, I give the time about 20 minutes you to try to understand the next example. You start from number 3. Yeah, we sometimes use should after why when we seek an explanation, never use in this sense. Okay, 20 minutes for you from now. Okay, after discuss about the example of the using of should, ought to, and so on, now try to do the drill. Yeah, the next drill. The first, you should read the instruction of the drill. Okay, read the sentences below carefully and classify them as asking for and giving advice or offers. Apa artinya? Anda diminta untuk membaca kalimat-kalimat di bawah ini dengan teliti dan classify, kelompokkan mana yang menanyakan atau yang memberikan nasihat. Asking for and giving advice, mana yang menanyakan nasihat atau yang memberikan nasihat, atau juga offers, mana yang menanyakan offers, menanyakan bantuan atau yang meminta bantuan, memberikan bantuan. Okay, and now you do this dialogue by giving O for asking or offers offer and A for advice. For example, number 1, I have got a bad toothache. What do you suggest? Is it offer or asking an offer or asking an advice? If you think this is asking advice, so you put A here. But if you think this is kind of offer, you write O after the sentence. Okay? Yeah, and do for the next. Yeah, with the same way that I gave you example. Right? 30 minutes for you. Now students, try to check your understanding of using modals like should, would, and could. Complete the dialogue below with should, would, or could. You know, should tadi apa should? Should itu seharusnya, ya. Seharusnya. Kalau would lebih baik, ya. Dan could, ya, dapat. Jadi kalian tempatkan kata should, would, atau could pada tempat yang pas pada setiap titik-titik yang harus dilengkapi. For example, if I won the $10 million lottery jackpot, I blah 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 afford to quit my job and travel the world. Apa kira-kira isinya nih? Jika saya memenangkan $10 miliar lotre, saya effort to quit. Saya berusaha untuk to quit my job. Ya. Untuk menyelesaikan masalah kerja saya dan akan travel, jalan-jalan keliling dunia. Apa yang pas ini? I should effort to quit, I would effort to quit, or I could effort to quit. Ini silakan dipilih ya. Kalau misalnya I should, saya seharusnya mengusahakan untuk. Kalau would, saya akan. Kalau could, saya dapat. Jadi cari yang pas. And then like that for drill dialogue 1 ya. And then for the last you rearrange the following roles to make good dialogue of giving advice. Conversation 1, 2, and 3. Di sini conversation ini berisikan tentang giving advice, tetapi dialognya sudah acak. Jadi kalian you should rearrange, menyusun kembali, so this dialogue should be the good arrange. Jadi yang jumble ini kamu susun lagi nanti sehingga dia menjadi sebuah dialog yang baik sesuai dengan urutan. Try to see conversation 1. Tammy, hi Claudia, you look worried. What's the matter? Aufa merespon, okay, it's smart. Apakah ini cocok atau tidak? Kalau tidak cocok, Anda harus mencari apa respon dari pernyataan Tammy. Hi Claudia, you look worried. What's the matter? Cari, okay? And like that for conversation 2 and 3. Okay, good luck. Thank you. 1 hour for you.